I think you should be ashamed of yourself for bringing this kind of trash before this committee. I mean, we are here because Marjorie Taylor Greene and the Chock full of Nuts caucus wanted us to be here. Let me ask you, Chairman Green, if you succeed and Secretary Mayorkas is impeached, who replaces him? Do we know who will be in charge?
Well, I assume that there's a deputy who would step forward
You know
in
the
an
name
interim.
of the, you know the name of the?
No,
You don't.
No,
So, I mean, it seems like it's a pretty.
I don't see why that's relevant.
Well, it is. I mean, because the question is, I mean, will it be somebody who is implementing Biden's policies?
So if he
or will it
murdered
be
someone, would we just not get him out of office
Well,
because he?
so you
I
don't-
mean,
you
there's
don't-
nobody named
so-
to
so
follow him.
The answer to the question is you don't know.
You're right,
Who,
I
who will
don't.
replace. Okay, so let me ask you this: when exactly did you decide to impeach Secretary Mayorkas? Do you know what the exact date was? Was it before or after April 18th, 2023?
April 18th, 2023. Now, we have proceeded with a five-phased approach, looking at this as fairly as possible.
Was it before or after April 18th, 2023?
I can't tell you when I thought this needed to happen.
Well, the reason why I ask you is I'm looking at a New York Times article
That
of
misquoted
April
me,
18,
yes.
2023, entitled "Key Republicans Tell Donors That He Will Pursue Impeachment of Mayorkas." And they have an audio, they have you on audio tape saying that you would, and I quote, "deliver charges to the House Judiciary Committee, which handles impeachment proceedings." I'd like to ask unanimous consent to insert this article into the record, Mr. Chairman.
Without objection, so ordered.
I guess the question is, why would you tell donors that you were going to impeach Secretary Mayorkas before you open an investigation? Why would you do that?
The article misquoted me. I do
I
recall
think they
that.
have you on audio, yeah.
Yeah, no, well, they did misquote me. I can tell you, I went back and checked myself.
All right, well, maybe we can ask them to produce the, but before completion of your investigation, Marjorie Taylor Greene, who is the author of this, said that impeachment had been, and I quote, "guaranteed to her." That was on November 30th of 2023. And she said, and again, I quote, "I've been guaranteed by Speaker Johnson and Chairman Green that the House would impeach Secretary Mayorkas." Why would you promise her that you would impeach no matter what the evidence said?
Well, by that time, we'd been through a lot of hearings and reports.
So in November 30th, you did promise her.
No, I don't remember ever promising her
Is she
anything.
lying, or is she
I don't know. It could be a misunderstood conversation. That happens all the time in this building.
Yeah, well, boy, but what it sounds to me is like this whole thing is a predetermined performative political stunt. I mean, it's not about the evidence or the Constitution. I think what's happening here is you guys are doing this because Trump told you to.
Mr. Trump has
yeah.
never asked me to do that, and I want to be on the record with that because the accusation has been made multiple times.
But
and to your point about me being embarrassed, sir, I took this oath to the Constitution when I was 17 at West Point.
Trump tweeted.
The Constitution matters
Yeah,
to me.
Trump tweets his.
Not.
Yeah, what I'm learning is that Trump tweets.
Let's not talk over each other because our stenographer has trouble with that.
Yeah, so
Sorry.
Trump tweeted that he wanted him gone.
I
So
don't
that's
even
nothing, yeah. Well,
think I follow
it's
him.
hard for me to believe that the Republicans in this House, do not pay attention to every word that is tweeted or uttered by the former president because you seem to be following his orders to a T.